One of the things I've been a little hesitant to comment on is the Citrini Research report. And if you haven't read it, it's definitely worth a read. It's basically their perspective on what the world would look like in June 2028 if AI actually works. And it's pretty scary. They talk about the potential of 10% unemployment, a GDP that's growing very, very fast, but hundreds of thousands of people without without jobs, specifically white-collar jobs, starting in the software sector and then spreading across just about every service industry of white-collar jobs. And people have asked me what's my opinion on it, and I've kind of taken it could happen, it couldn't happen. But to be a little more specific, I think it's more likely than not that it could happen. And I think for all of us, we just have to prepare as best we can when something like this happens. And some people have compared it to the Industrial Revolution, but the Industrial Revolution happened over decades. Even the information age happened over decades. This is happening over years. And I think society, it's gonna hurt. And equally, I think the government is not equipped to move as fast as we need to be able to move to think about a large portion of the population potentially losing their jobs, and specifically white-collar jobs. Now, if you're a blue-collar person, you might cheer because it's never been a better time to be a plumber. But if you think about the economy, and we are still a mainly consumer-driven economy, if you got the white-collar jobs, I think it could really spiral into something pretty scary, because the first thing that would collapse is the mortgage industry, which is based on a large portion of white-collar jobs. And that would spiral down and down and down, down and down, and get pretty scary. So again, people ask me to give me an opinion on it. Well, I think it's more probable not. I think it can happen. I know I'm building software today that I couldn't build even a year ago. Even if it doesn't work or that it's slop, it's still some amazing new capabilities that are only going to get better. So what can you as an individual, whether you're in your 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, I said, just get educated on what AI is. Get educated in what AI means to your job and think about how to embrace it. Because if they're going to start doing layoffs at your company, the last people they're going to lay off are the people that understand AI. And the second thing is, I think we have to start to think about more entrepreneurial spirit, and maybe the idea of joining companies and getting paid is how the economy is built. Maybe it is much more of an entrepreneurial spirit, and companies can be created in a way that's never been able to be created before. So while I'm excited, I'm equally scared about some of the changes, but I still try to be the optimist, and I think some of these things will happen, and we have to be prepared. So take a look at the Citrini Research report and come to your own conclusion of what you think you should do with AI. Thanks a lot and have a great day.